Hi, today I'm going to be answering a few questions about the old wives' tale. So I'm just going to go through a few of them and then say whether I think it belongs to a boy or a girl. So, like I mentioned, I'm going to my elective ultrasound on Tuesday, so I kind of wanted to do this beforehand and see if they were actually correct or not. So the first one, I just found a couple online and I'm just going to answer those. And then the first one talks about the linea negra, which is really interesting. I talked about that last video. And it said if it's from your pubic bone till your belly button, that's a girl, but if it goes all the way up, it's a boy. And then like I said, mine's all the way up, I believe so I'm gonna say boy. And then the next one says, is my skin dry or soft? If your skin is dry, it's said to be a boy, and if it's soft, it's said to be a girl. I have normally very dry skin, but I did notice that it got a lot drier from my pregnancy, so I'm gonna go ahead and say boy also. My hands are very dry and I constantly need lotion, so yeah, 2 boy and 0 girl. And then my baby's heart rate, it says if it's 104 above 140, it's a girl, but if it's below 140, it's a boy. For this one, I kind of don't want to answer it, but I'm just gonna do it just because. But because I did have 2 ultrasounds, but I only know the heartbeat on the first one, and that was at 6 weeks 4 days, and now it's 129. So that would indicate a boy. However, it was early on, so I don't even know when you're supposed to do it, but I'll just go ahead and say boy. Your flowing locks. Okay, so it says if your hair got thinner and dull, it's a girl. However, if it got full, bold, and glossy, it's a boy. Okay, so my hair is very damaged, as you can probably tell. However, in the beginning of my pregnancy, I did notice it was starting to get better. Like, it got shinier and more greasy. So I was like, in a way, it was like good because, you know, it makes your hair look shiny. However, probably around 8 weeks, it stopped and it went back to being like very dry. So that one, I'm gonna say none. So I'm just gonna not put any of it because I don't know, because it went back and forth, so I'll just skip that one. And then okay, well, maybe I'll just answer and say it's dull because I guess it went to it, so maybe I first didn't know the gender, so I'm just gonna say girl, and that will give the girl 1 point. Numbers. It says if you combine your age at the time of conception with the number of the month you conceive, the time resulting number is okay. Oh, if it's odd, if it's odd, it's a girl. If it's even, it's a boy. So it says that my age, so 20 plus the month of I conceived, so that's January, so 20 plus 21, that is odd, which makes it I lost it, sorry, a girl. Yeah, so another point for girl. And then the wedding ring test I'll do in a few moments. Morning sickness, like you probably heard about this, with girls you tend to have more morning sickness than with boys, and I don't really have any morning sickness, so I'm gonna have to say boy on that one. That brings the total to 4 to 2. And then the next one says it's the breast test, and it depends on which one's larger. If it's the right one, it's a boy, but if it's the left one, it's a girl. So my left boob has always been larger, just a little bit. However, whenever my boobs did start to go, they kind of evened out, so I was very proud of my right boob being bigger. However, they kept growing, and this one kept growing more, so it is my left side still. So that one's another point for the boy, and that's 5 to 2. Okay, so if you sleep on, are you a lefty or a righty? If you sleep on your left, it's a boy, but if you sleep on your right, it's a girl. I sleep on my left only because I have to, and I always end up being on my right. So the one that I do normally sleep on is my right side. I really try to sleep on my left side because it is better. However, it's very uncomfortable, and so I'm gonna say, yeah, I'm gonna say right on that one. And it says if it's a right, it's a girl. So another point for the girl. 3 girl, 5 boy. Okay, and then check your wee. So it says if your urine's bright yellow, it's a boy, and if it's dull or white, it's a girl. My pee is very yellow most of the day, especially in the early morning, and then throughout the day it tends to get less yellow. However, there are those 2 or 3 times where I pee very yellow, and I drink lots of water, so I'm gonna have to say boy for that one also. And then hairy legs. Okay, so this one, my legs started to get very hairy at the beginning of my pregnancy, just like whatever else I said. And then at 8 weeks, it's like my hair, and then so like it started to grow a lot the first couple of weeks. However, then it stopped. Like I had to shave every single day, otherwise it was crazy. But now it's kind of back to normal, so I'm gonna like not answer that one either, I guess, because it's like either one. And then that's it on either one. So far it's boy 6, girl 3, and then I still have 3 tests. So the ring test, the baking soda, and the cabbage test. So we'll see if they end up being equal, or which one, if the boy ends up winning, and we'll just see in a little bit.
Okay, so I'm preparing the cabbage test, and then for this you just add 2 cups of water and let it boil. And while that's boiling, I'm cutting up the cabbage into small pieces, and then it said to also add about 2 cups of it. So I just took some of it and measured it out, and then the part that I ended up cutting was pretty much 2 cups. So I don't know if it really matters, but like I just went by whatever I found on the website, and it did say 2 cups. And then while that's ready, just add it into the boiling water and turn it off. So I just gave it a little spin, and I turned it off, and then just let it like dissolve for 10 minutes, it said, and then pour it and drain it so it could cool down.
Okay, so I'm gonna pour some of my pee in here, and then equal parts of the cabbage. Great. Alright, and then pour the cabbage into the pea. And if it's purple, it's a girl, and pink or red, it's a boy, and that's definitely purple. Yeah, that's very purple. Right? Yeah. Okay, so 1 point for the girl. Okay, but I forgot this. Okay, so cabbage test, purple equals girl. So it might catch up. Okay, yeah, stop. Baking soda, you take 2 tablespoons and put it into a little container. And then it says you don't necessarily have to put exactly 2, but yeah, so just enough to keep it out. And then pour pea, and if it fizzes, it's a boy, and if it does nothing, it's a girl. There is no fizzing. No. It did absolutely nothing. So that says girl. Okay, so it looks like girl is catching up. So girl has 5 now, boy has 6. The last one's the ring test, and we'll see if they even up or who wins. Okay, so for the ring test, you take like inches of string and then put your wedding ring or whatever on it, and then have someone hold it in front of your belly, and if it goes on circles it's a boy, and if it swings side to side it's a girl. So that's circles, so that's a boy, right? Okay, so that's another point for the boy. So another 4 point for the boy. So those are all the tests I'm going to be doing today. Turns out boy has 7 and girl has 5. So according to all these gender predictors, we're having a boy, and we'll see on Tuesday. Bye!